Hey guys, welcome back to Rock Your Best Vocals, where your best keeps getting better and the proof continues to be in the performing. I just wanted to talk today about the learning process of singing. Learning to sing is not going to be easy. That doesn't mean that it can't be simple. What I mean by that is there are some very simple fundamentals that you can learn, and you can learn very fast if you apply these. That's why a lot of people don't end up singing well or end up singing to the capacity that they want to sing, is because it's not easy. It takes work, it takes dedication, it takes practice. You really have to be in love with singing and the thought. You have to really want to pursue it as not necessarily as a career, but as a challenge to take on. And if you approach it in that way, a fun challenge, then you will succeed. It's the journey that's the fun bit. That is the success. The success is in the journey, not in the goal. In the journey, you have to develop systems and habits and things like that will take you through that. But it's in doing those that you will end up to be successful. You can't just hope for singing success at the end, just think it's going to come easy. See, people oftentimes think that things are just going to be easy. You're just going to sit there and manifest something and it's going to fall into your lap. I'll tell you a little story what I mean by this. I actually had lunch with a very dear friend yesterday who ran the glam rock band that I used to sing in when I first moved to Ireland. Yesterday he and I were talking about it, and I don't know how we came upon this one particular night, but he was saying something about how he doesn't remember me ever having to, call him up and not do a gig. I said, look, there was a few times I lost my voice. I couldn't perform because, I had laryngitis or whatever. It was rare. Yeah, I actually remember this one particular one. I did a gig. I was really, really too sick. I should not have done this gig. I had a flu, and he couldn't get somebody in or something. So I said, okay, look, I'll do it. The gig was 5 hours away. I got in a sleeping bag in the back of the van, and I sweated the entire time. And I woke up at the gig completely soaking wet. The sleeping bag was soaking wet, my clothes were soaking wet, and it was cold. It was in the winter, and this little crappy gig, there must have been, if there were 50 people at it. We did the gig after I pumped a bunch of cold medicine in, just to get through it. I sweated so much during the gig, the costume was soaking wet. And I came backstage where it was freezing cold backstage, and I was when you you want to just put on warm clothes. Well, I looked at this pile of wet clothes. That's the only clothes that I had, the clothes that I slept in on the way up. I had to put those soaking wet clothes back on and get back in a soaking wet sleeping bag for 5 hours on the way home, back to Dublin. And then when I told him that, he was like, oh my God, he felt so bad. But I was like, look, man, I wouldn't trade that. That was an experience. I wouldn't actually trade that, because it was now it's a story that I have. I suppose at the time I probably would have said, no, I would rather do anything on this earth but then get back in wet clothes when it's freezing cold. But I just had to do it. The same way you will probably have to go through struggles that you will look back on and go, I'm so glad I did that. So while I can't help you to avoid all of the struggles that you will go through when you're singing, and I wouldn't want to do that because it would cheat you out of some great experiences like that, but I can give you a shortcut through giving you the secrets to support. It's a new course, beta testing version of it. So if you click the link down below and you give me feedback on it, that's in exchange for me giving you the singing support secrets for free. So I hope this video helped you to understand that it's not going to be easy. You're not going to get a great voice just on a golden platter like that. It's not going to be easy, but it can be simple. That's why I wanted to share this stuff with you now, so you can have a shortcut to becoming a greater singer. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Click the links down below. Rock your best vocals where your best keeps getting better. See you on the next one. Thank you.